what is the dark side of these strengths, optimism and being resilient? What is the other side of it?
Yeah, sometimes it can become so overwhelming. So on a Friday
Mhm.
night, because I usually work about like 12 hours a day, the usual. Then Sundays is also a work day, and usually half of Saturday. But there are times when you're just like, oh my God, and you curl up in almost like a fetal position, just going, how much more of this and things
Right.
can I take? How much? And waking up at 3 in the morning going, holy guacamole, how am I going to pay bills? How am I going to manage this? How will we get through this? And yeah, so those are the kinds of challenging things.
Yeah.
And just never having any holidays and never thinking, and it's always on your mind,
Mm.
always on your mind, thinking about it. So I think they're the challenges. They are the challenges. And also sometimes speaking to people and I have to say to people sometimes, don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. So there were some kind of child protection people out there saying, oh no, you don't need age verification. People should be able to explore. It might inhibit their exploration. And I'm like, that's saying you shouldn't have safety belts or car seats in the back seat of the car. The kids should, when you're driving, that they should just be able to be free. You're just thinking, what? So those can sometimes be challenging. You're listening to people thinking, have you
Yeah.
thought through properly,
Mm.
right?
Yeah. So how do you take care of yourself so that you can lead effectively? Right? If you're in a meeting, you want to be there in the meeting and not be stressed or not be overwhelmed
Yes.
to take you away from what you are actually trying to do. How do you manage that balance and keep yourself, let's say, level-headed to show up day after day, week after week, month after week, to show up in your best capacity?
When I moved to Malta, I live in a house that was built in the 16th century. And
Mm.
I live in an area that is so spellbindingly beautiful. Lots of movies are shot here and stuff. So what's wonderful is even if you have a crushing, difficult thing, you can just, I get up, go out and walk around and just go, okay, this too will pass. Everything's
Mm.
going to be okay. This is part of the journey. Keep yourself together. So that's for my personal well-being. And then for keeping the team upbeat and together, I think it's really important as a leader to lead on the basis of what's best for your team and looking after them. So there's one team member, for example, who is not a morning person, just definitely not a morning person. So I'm like, okay, we don't have to be here in the morning, and we're all working remotely. So it's just creating that sense of trying to lead by creating that sense of we're in this together. I respect each and every one of you as an individual. And I want to build something and a corporate culture where where there's respect like that and supporting people and making sure that they're working normal hours and taking time. When I say normal, like that they're not overworking. They can
Yeah.
start at midday or as one of
Mm.
just making that. And then also because if we get a knockback and we've put a lot of work into something, making sure that I look after their mental well-being.
Thank you for sharing that. I think there are three key things which I would like to highlight, right? One is the surroundings,
Yeah.
and that certainly helps to take your mind away. And we might not all be living in Malta, but I think
Mm.
everybody can find a part of nature or some green area or some beautiful area where they can step out, take a walk, get some fresh air and get some perspective. And even that's the second thing, like to get your body moving
Yeah.
allows, no matter how busy or how overwhelming your days is, get your body moving is always allowing you to take care of those chemicals in your body to make sure that in the next meeting, in the next conversation, you are at your best. And I think
Yeah.
the third thing which I would like to say, right, is so important to take care of others. That's what you mentioned, I think, because many times giving as a leader, giving and taking care of others allows us to feel okay or feel better ourselves. Paradoxical, but I think leaders understand it, especially those who have a service oriented mindset. Many times giving or serving or helping somebody kind of fulfills us, gives us that peace. And I think that's what I was listening as you were sharing, right? That to taking care of others' mental well-being, taking care of others' work pressures allows you to actually calm down rather than continuously be overwhelmed. So
That's
thank you for
exactly right.
sharing that.